Another beautiful stream. The birds are singing, the bees are buzzing, and it's another normal day on the MilanToon channel live studio. I wonder what's going on with all my buddies right now.
That's strong, man, and he's good about the backflip off the viaduct!
Please let this be a normal live stream.
Hello.
Hello, everybody! Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to another edition of Create Your Own CROTOONIAN TIMBIT. My name is Milan. I'm your ringmaster, due to make a cover of the funny circus song, and I'm here to take you on another amazing trip to the world of animation as we create the TIMBIT that you, my beautiful audience, have helped to create. With me today are a few buddies on the crew. We have Colson.
Hello, Kane.
We have Hunter.
Hello.
And we have Ruben.
Heidi-ho, neighbor.
And, oh my goodness, Colson has vanished. He has vanished like bubble. He will probably be back very soon. So, we are here today with a lot to do. Firstly, we'd like to thank everybody for their immense support on the first two streams back. We had an amazing turnout, an amazing round of donations, and a lot of great fun and a lot of wacky things I'll be producing for you guys for the channel very soon. So we've got all sorts of fun, goofy shenanigans, but before we begin, how's our audience doing today? Sorry, do a flip strong then. Was that the Amazing Digital Circus reference? Was that the Amazing Circus? Is it the Amazing Digital Circus? I'm having a stroke up here this morning. Well, this afternoon. It just might have been. Could have been anything. Could have been a Wastelandia reference. Could have been a reference to the animation station with the one host. I forgot the name of her. Cruising down Sangam City, feeling vexed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing woohoo! Granddad in the neighborhood. Okay, right. So, for those of you who are new to these streams, and to those of you who are new, welcome. We hope you have a nice snack or a drink with you. Basically, what we are doing is, the first two streams, we put together a CROTOONIAN TIMBIT template that you, our audience, have voted for characters, location, etc. And we will be continuing to animate today, maybe adding some more if people are generous. Just as a heads up for everybody, we're not sure how many more characters we'll be able to add to these, but we're going to go over quickly the rules in the description before we begin. So first and foremost, for rules and regulations, selections are done by a first call, first served basis. It is a minimum of $5 US or 7 Canadian dollars to donate and participate. Number 2, we have a set limit of extra characters depending on the short setting that we can add per stream. MMD is not endless, and I've got a lot to animate as is so far. Number 3, if you can, please limit the characters to ones that we already have access to or on hand that we can work easily a bit into CROTOONIAN. So nobody that we, A, do not have a model for, B, are in any adult programming, or C, are characters that are going to be a little awkward to integrate. If you do have a character that may be able to fit, it is a minimum of $30 donation to add new characters that have pre-existing models. And once again, adult cartoon works will not be accepted. Number 4, I mislabeled this. Whoops, I'm a big old fraud. Number 4, be civil in chat. Do not make a fuss if you miss out or if your question isn't being answered right away. I am just a humble boob, and my friends here managing the stream. And lastly, for rules and regulations 5, this stream will be capping at a 2-hour runtime. So we are going to be wrapping up at 5 o'clock or sooner if we can today, or a little bit after, depending on how things go. So just to keep you guys in the know of what to know, in the know for the show that we are doing today. All right, we got 43 lovely people here waiting to see some animation getting done. Let's get the music playing, and I suppose we better get the show on the road, shouldn't we, fellas?
Exactly.
Or out on the rails.
Alrighty, off to MMD! And there it is! I better move my icon because it's currently buried a little bit at the moment. There we go.
You look like I'm wearing a hat. We're wearing you.
Ah! Let me see where I'm gonna put myself. Da-da-da-da-da, I'm doing a little dance. Now I'm Pete, the funny train. The stream is getting very out of hand. We're only 10 minutes in, and I'm already beating Wacky, and it's not even that stressful this time. Right, let's get the show on the road. Alright, so let's quickly go over what we got so far for animation for those of you who are new to the stream or missed out on the last couple of streams. So here's what we got animated. We are at Pinewood Island docks, and we've got Pete hauling some freight trains and some other stuff going on. Punching on some chips.
Yo.
Hello.
Shane!
Hey, Shane, welcome.
How are you, buddy?
Hey, Ruben. Hey, Milan. How are you guys?
Doing very well. I was just showing the audience what we've done so far and what we're going to be filling in. Quite a lot of stuff to do and see. So I've got to get to... Oh, yeah.
Any Bob the Builder?
Funny enough, if you take a look at the stream, you'll see right next to Pete, that might be one of the first things we animate today, depending on what the audience wants.
Wait, let me see it. I'm on my way.
Oh, let me just check the chat really quick. Thank you very much for the compliments, Galaxy Kitty.
Is that Bob?
Yep, that's Bob right there. I know Little Toon is dead. Big Toon at some point. You know, never say never, as they say. Alright, let's get to work. So I think we'll start with Bob today, because he'll be the first major human character we're animating in this. We've got a few back here we'll get into, but Bob is a relatively nice and simple feller to animate, so we're going to start off by giving him a starting pose. And to my stream...
I hope we see the machines.
Maybe not in this TIMBIT, but there's lots with them coming soon. I'm going to look up some reference pictures of Bob's for a good idea of it, because I want to make sure you got the right body language for him. And to anyone with questions in the chat, my stream crew here will be happy to take them when they can, if they can. But please keep it down to regular questions, no character requests or anything like that. Unless you have a donation.
Let
me see. Right. Here we go. There's something from the stop motion. I want to use the stop motion stuff for reference, because neither CG reboot is particularly great to work off of. The interesting thing, like looking at the big stock picture that gets used all the time is like the hand here. It like, let me see. Well, sometimes it's kind of hard to see when you got like the. Sometimes it's kind of like it's set a bit like this. I'm gonna do just a little bit. Let me see if he's got like a little bit of a lean in some of his poses usually, but so I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give this one a little bit of an adjustment. There we go. So I'm gonna do with this arm. Maybe I'll raise the shoulder just a little bit.
You know, speaking of Bob, mind if I DM you something later, Milan?
Sure. So I'm gonna do to start things off. Let me go get some. Let me get something from Pete really quick. Get that beautiful interpolation curve. I forgot I've still got Kane sitting in the model list. So I'm gonna go. Let's see where the crate lands.
Where is he? Where is he right now?
I have hidden them from view, so nowhere currently. Just doing this to start. We're gonna animate his body a little bit, but I just figured I'd see how this would go first. Let's see how this looks.
Apparently, Shadow Knight 320 suggested that Bob does the Macarena.
Well, I gotta see if the motion data's gonna fit that. or if the motion to the regular MMD motion data can take on the Macarena stock dance. But you know,
It would be pretty funny if that could be done, but
yeah,
well.
I'm just not sure.
We shall see.
Because I can't remember if Tip used the usual MMD skeleton stuff for it, so I'm not sure if maybe it could be possible, but I'm not sure if we'll find out today. The fun thing with the human characters is especially if they're from like with all the different franchises, I try to add some little quirks to them that kind of fits each one. Like with Bob, I'm not going to animate him completely like stop motion, but I'm going to try and keep the gesturing and body motion to as much of the stop motion as I can. I'm going to quickly go check a classic compilation, which I cannot show on the stream even if I wanted to, because I don't want my channel get into copyright troubles
with Mr. Mattel.
So I'm noticing it with sometimes with his animation he moves a lot with his head. The thing I'm going to do here if you look on some of the older, like some of the early season 1 episodes, or even a few episodes after that, he tends to move a lot with his head when he's in motion. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have Bob start up here. I'm also gonna move some of the key positioning around a bit, so so I'm gonna have him lead with his head a lot for the animating here. See how this is gonna look.
Do you plan to...
Sorry.
You can go ahead.
Okay. Harris said when Pete looks at Bob, could we see Bob giving Pete a thumbs up just before the engine leaves?
Oh, don't worry, I've had that planned for a little bit, so I'm more than happy to. So no, it's not like to the camera. You won't see this much, but as an animator, I like to, as a stickler for detail, I like to make sure it has a little bit of logistics sneaked in. Let's see how this looks so far.
Do you also plan to have more Thomas characters appear in the future?
There might be, but there's already so many characters that I still need to do stuff with. It's not even funny. It's like, oh, there's so many characters I want to use, but I have just not had the time or space to use them.
Understandable.
Yeah. Let me see. Are there any questions in the chat?
Looks like a couple people have some questions, but doesn't look like they asked them yet.
Gotcha.
Not sure what that's about.
Oh boy, and she blows! Oh, what's your favorite Bob the Builder episode? Oh, that's a really, really good question. I think among them, there's so many good ones I can't even mention. My thing with favorites, I can't with anything. It's even like my favorite Disney movie. I got 2 of them, like Hercules and Little Mermaid. But I think for Bob, there's a lot of really good episodes I can name off the top of my head. Like Travis Paints the Town and Buffalo Bob are 2 of my favorites from season 1. They're like just easy ones to put out there. Trailer Travis is another really good one. I also like the first season of Project Build It. I think that's I really like how they did that. In terms of specials, Christmas to Remember is another easy favorite. Built was fun, but it's not quite like one of my absolute favorites. Trying to think what other favorite episodes. There's so many, and I'm just kind of sitting here. It's been a while since I've done a proper Bob binge. I'll have to amend that very soon. Also, thank you very much for the donation, Liam.
Thank you, Liam.
Thanks a bunch, buddy.
Let's go.
I think my favorite episode would be Travis and Scoop's race day.
Oh, that's another good one.
That's my favorite.
Oh, we got another.
Oh, let me take a look. Jacob strikes again. Firstly, thank you again, Jacob. And second, Given we finally got Bruno into Crotoonia, you think we could eventually see Kana and Sandy added to the series, provided they have models made, of course. They have been two I've thought about. I think the biggest thing with that, though, is do we go the Bruno route of just kind of like... I mean, Bruno's pretty close to Algino, but like, do we treat them like as normal, like rolling stock, and then just like have a little bit of bounce to them? Or do we make Sandy a little Robo Gremlin? That's my that's my eternal struggle with them. Like, it'd be easy to work, like, Sandy and Kana into Ready to Play, because we're just doing more, like, a little bit more classic, kind of Brett O'Croft kind of stuff. That's easy to do. But with Crotoonia, it's kind of like the logistics of how do we make this fit with the rest of the Thomas gang? So lots of debates with that one. Let's see how Bob's little swivel's looking here. Oh wow, those tracks led in perfectly to each other. So now we're gonna do some arm animation here. I think we're gonna have get the head to. I'm gonna have his arms out in a bit of surprise because Pete's cough startles him just a tiny bit. The trick, too, is making sure that it's not going to be like a literal T-pose for the kind of pose we're doing here. I'm going to make sure he's a little lively. Whoops. I got his arm on backwards, I think. Whoop. I mean, his hand on backwards. Whoop, there we go. It's fixed. He will not have to go to the hospital like in that Mad sketch.
And Coulson returns.
Welcome back, Coulson.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, it's looking a bit awkward right now. Oh, this might be... That's better. That's a little more natural. But his shoulder's looking just a bit stiff at the moment. Hope to fix that in a moment.
Harris asked me a question with a donation.
Oh!
How have things been with you, Hunter? I think things have been going pretty good for me, despite the weird little things that have been going on in other servers. Not this Discord server, the MilanToon one, but like the All Engines Go one. Only certain people know what's going on in there, and it involves a certain clip of me overjoyed at Walmart over merchandise.
Oh boy, Lord forgive someone have a bit of whimsy in this time of day. See, I'm not sure about the pose so far. I think he needs to be just adjusted a bit. This is the joys and pains of animating, where it's like, I can make Bob the Builder do whatever I want, but also I've got to make Bob the Builder do whatever I want. I'm gonna try and pose out with my arms really quick, kind of trying to figure it out. So I think I'm gonna scrunch up his shoulders just a little bit.
I'm also gonna try to be right back.
All good?
Ready.
So I think what I might do is I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna play a little. We're gonna do what every good animator does. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Let me see here. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna speed this up. We're gonna take the body motion. We're gonna take a keyframe there. I'm gonna take the head motion out and see how this is gonna look. Because watch this! Real easy cheat for everybody here. So if you need a character to be just a pinch, just a little bit more lively, and if you're trying to figure out like a settle, as they say in animation terms, watch this. I took that little keyframe and I was like, watch this in motion. Wow! Now he's got a little bit of a whip, little wobble back into place.
That was smooth.
Oh, whoop! Didn't mean to go that far. That's why you gotta lock your camera in. Oh! Thank you for another donation, Jacob. Oh, this is for Hunter as well.
Yep. And he's really sorry for all the jerks on Twitter giving me heck for me being excited over the Thomas merch.
Oh, that's Twitter for you in a lot of regards. One of these days, I regret I'm gonna have to pull out a certain Muppet Show clip again because some people cannot be normal over there.
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends? Let me see. Anyways, so I think Bob's looking pretty groovy. Let's go take a look at him in motion all the way from where we got him started so far, so our audience can make some judgment. Well, actually, let's get the into the camera so we can take a look. Okay, I need to retime the motion a little bit because I forgot the cough starts here. That's another good thing to learn when you're animating. You gotta learn your timing a bit. Gotta make sure that's why they got timing sheets and all that for 2D animation. We're gonna have to. So we're gonna take.
Also, this is about that little freak out thing, right? I put most of those little reactions into the specific reviews on my YouTube uploads of the reviews, right? And no one complained about them in the comments or like ratioed me or anything.
But of course, on Twitter, Lord forbid someone do a little bit of we got the volume stuff a little bit, but Lord forbid someone get a little excited, as if half of Twitter isn't beating each other up because they're debating whether or not season 6 or 7 is even classic series.
Looks like someone's requesting for a tar tanker to be used.
Well, if they donate, we can throw a tar tanker into the background.
We could switch one of the tankers on Roof's train.
We'll see. Need to see how things go. Yeah, we're looking here. Yeah, time's looking better. Yeah, that's timing. That's timing a little. That's looking a little better. To my audience, how does the Bob animation look? Anything we should fix? Anything we should adjust before we go commit more bits? I've got to do the thumbs up when he looks down there. Just trying to see how this all looks so far. Oh, not that. Looks pretty good. I'm surprised the animation changed a lot since 2017. Well, that's a decade of learning how to animate for you. This looks really good. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, looks pretty good. Oh, question from Jeffrey. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Question for Milan. Do you have a favorite anime like My Hero Academia, Pokemon, Sailor Moon, and more that you would like to have in CROTOONIAN? I'm gonna come clean, folks. I do not watch very much anime.
If anything, I am the anime guy.
Hunter knows a bit more about that stuff than I do, but I think I'm trying to think. I think the closest I would probably sneak in. I already snuck him in King Dedede from the 4Kids dub of Kirby. Because we've had him there.
I was the one thankful for sneaking in Kenma Kosume from Haikyuu into running mainline Sunshine.
Yeah, oh man, I forgot that. That was one I almost forgot for a second. Let me see. Milan, can you add one tar tanker in the background for me, please? Mr. Mark, if you have a donation, I'd be more than happy to put that in. Just a $5 donation for the tar tanker. And if you can't do it for this one, we've always got the next one. We're probably going to do the next one in June, probably, depending on things, or maybe late, or maybe next month, depending on how soon we get this one done. Anyways, speaking, animation looks okay. So it looks like Bob is looking okay so far. So I'm going to continue work. Oh, one thing I'll answer. Question: what is your favorite genre of music you like? I'd say new swing, and then a little bit like new swing, a pinch of country. And I'm trying to think of a few other genres, because you just gotta sneak in Sneakers O'Toole. Listen, if there's an MMD model of Sneakers O'Toole, then by all means, go see if there's an MMD Sneakers O'Toole model, and throw in that donation. But I don't know if he's in. I don't know if he's got an MMD model. Also, wow, we are at 50. It's been a while since we've hit 50 for one of these streams, so... Let's go back. So I better get back to animating on Bob. We are a half hour in. We've got lots to do, places to see.
And now I sadly have to get going to my college class.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Hunter. We're glad to have you here today.
You're welcome, Milan.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Also, fitting timing for me to mention...
There were 3.
Indeed, there was. Also, fitting timing for me to bring up King DD from the 4Kids cartoon, from the 4Kids dub of the Kirby anime, because right now got me a bag of them chips!
Milan.
Mm-hmm.
Barbecue flavored tater chips. Barbecue potato.
Ah, Guy Buchan. That's a classic YouTube pooper right there. Anyways, I gotta keep myself focused because I got an audience paying for my animation. All right, let's get Bob animated a little bit more. I'm gonna set up the next pose, and then after that I'm gonna get the motion between it ready because I'm gonna go check some Bob reference material again. Ba-da-ba-da. Let me see. Good. Where's a good bit for Bob I can use? Okay, so I'm gonna do the classic, the favorite, the iconic hands on the side. There we go. Let's see, we're gonna get this. Gonna give it a little bit more. And just gonna bend the rules a little bit by... Oh, that was just the chat. Relax his hand. There we go, now it's looking nice and natural. Like Bob the Builder Man. Little bit of concrete on the roof, little bit of something on the lyric. I forgot how Mambo number 5 wet Bob the Builder's tune. Right, so let's see how. See how that might be a little too slow to start. Oh, this is where we want to also put the thumbs up close. So,
Hey, Milan.
yep, goals.
I know this stuff is for Kirby, but I am Kirby.
I would quote that YTP all day if I could, but I must focus for the good of my audience. I must animate Bob the Builder Man so that I can animate the other characters. I think we're going to try and knock out as much of the humans as we can today. We're trying to get Bob done by the hour. I'm going to go work on Sora over there. And do a little bit of a... And Coulson has gone off for a little bit. Hey, Jonathan's in chat. Hello, Jonathan. Alright, let's get back to animating Bob the Builder Man. gonna do his little thumbs up. Let me see. Which one am I gonna do? Gonna do the right hand. Go give this feller the biggest hands up this side of Canada. Forest of feelings, care and bees. There's bees. There's a lot of bees. There's gonna be bees. Oh please, someone stop the bees. Bees. There's bees. Somebody help, there's lots of bees. I'm hoping I'm not mangling Bob's stuff. Let me make sure I got everything right. Do 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 do. How is the chat doing this afternoon? I hope I didn't mangle poor Bob's fingers. Let's give his thumb up. Then I'll check the posing to make sure I didn't mess it up. Cause he's gotta look healthy. Why am I half expecting Bob just to flip the middle finger at us? Wait, well, that's the thing. He's only got 4 fingers, so he can't necessarily flip us off. This stream will remain on the cusp of not made for kids and made for kids. So YouTube will not strike me. YouTube will not give me grief. I feel like I'm gonna have to fix this ever so slightly. Let's do the etc. Feel like I need to fix the posing on the thumb a bit. And potentially other things. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-ba-dum. See if I can fix this a bit. I hope I'm not mangling poor Bob's fingers. I know on the screen it's gonna be just a little blur, but I am a stickler for detail, if you've known me well enough. I'll have to probably fix some of the posing a bit. Chad, I'll need some honesty. Does Bob's fingers look okay, or do I need to ever so slightly fix them a bit? See if I can get test one thing really quick. Load pose data. Actually, I'm going to save too before I do anything else. Oh! A donation from Matty! Do I have your permission to make Alan Featherington for my Tomodachi life living the dream island? Yes, 100%. Please let me know how that comes out. By the way, Ruben, do we have any questions in the chat?
Let's see. Well, the latest one from Fan of Trains 5972 asks, what are your thoughts on Sir Topham Hatt being cross in I'm guessing that's Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure.
Firstly, hi, I'm proud to report that having hand references is very handy. I did not screw it up that badly. So let me just check the difference between the two. Wow, no! I didn't intend for that. But, regarding the cross, you know, for one, question, is there going to be a fifth member of TB? I don't know what TB is, we'll find out shortly. But for Stop being crossed in Legend of the Lost Treasure, you know, reasonable crash out. I gotta say, reasonable crash out. Thomas caused gridlock in the main station junction. He fell down a pit and wrecked who knows how much railway infrastructure. Tom was just driving by, seeing how things are going, and he sees Thomas pushing dynamite towards the new guy that's taking his branch line. In that perspective, pretty reasonable. Also, the whole season 19 was supposed to take place before Legend of the Lost Treasure. They were building up that stuff for a while. I don't get why people are like, oh, he was too mad. He was too mad in that. Like, nah, it's pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable considering what was going on. True Blue.
I've thought of it like that before.
Okay, so it's fifth member of the True Blue Steam team. I'm not sure. I've debated once or twice having, like, another member, but I like keeping it at 4. 4 is pretty manageable for the most part.
But if you ever did decide on a fifth True Blue Steam team member, who would you pick? We got a couple of other blue engines.
That's a really good question, honestly, because I like how each one kind of represents a different era of animation a little bit. Because I would say if it wasn't for that regard and keeping it to a nice and tidy 4, I guess Brewster would be kind of a natural fit in that regard. But, you know, I don't want to play favorites. I don't want to play favorites.
Interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
That'd certainly make Wilson and Coco very jealous if you went forward with that.
Exactly. We can't have some favoritism around here. All right. Oh, and I got in Luke. I just let you know I have seen your thing. So, well, I think it'd be more logical maybe waving bye to Thomas because he's just dropped him off. Or dropped her off. So, here's one I can answer. This one is a case I will answer a character thing. I'm curious, in some episodes there are 2 Sonic characters in it, like Tails and Shadow. Can we get episodes with more Sonic characters? Ooh! Oh! Trackside! Hello! Firstly, welcome to the stream! I hope you had a comfortable sleep, and secondly, oh man, I gotta... Was the thing you said the other day the finished model? Because I really want to show this, if it's finished. Because, ooh-wee, I want to show this on stream really quick. Also, LJ and Thomas, you don't need my permission to ask a question. Just ask. Do not worry. Oh, that's a good one for Galaxy Kitty. I hope this doesn't sound personal, but how do I work on Rose of CROTOONIAN with you and the others in later future? For open stuff, I typically for CROTOONIAN, I mostly keep it to friends and stuff for the most part, but there have been some outside people we have welcomed in recently, like, for example, Jacob donated quite a bit to the Patreon and has also proven to be a pretty solid writer, so I allowed him to help co-write his Meet the CROTOONIAN short he's been funding, which is a very fun script we've been working on, by the way. But for me, it kind of depends on a few different things. I think mostly it depends on how well they work with the team and how well, like, the stuff that they show off. So I guess it sort of depends on what department you're looking for, Galaxy. Oh, welcome to Show It Off. Okay, I've got to show really quick what Trackside's been brewing up, because I love me fan art and I love seeing neato things that people do. Now, let me go pull this up really quick. Let me get my handy-dandy little image tab up. And once again, to people in the chat, you do not need my permission to ask a question. You can ask, and I will answer ASAP. And I'm going to try and wrap this up a little bit soon, because I got to get back to animating. Where we've... Whoops, wrong thing. Ting and Dink and Cam. How'd you find how to animate Bob the Builder style? Alright, so... Oh, and a subscriber too! Thank you for subscribing! And so yeah, I did hide out, and the little tip jar has been weebly wobbling around there. Let me just get this up really quick. Aha! Here we go! So, Trackside Maniac's been working on this handy-dandy little cool thing on their own time. Just gonna pull it up really quick. Yeah, there we go. This is a work in progress, but like, oh, fan art like this, I love seeing it. And whenever I can, I will show as much fan art as I can, which is a good time as any to do a shameless advertisement for my channel's Discord server. I'm gonna get an invite link out really quick, so if you're not in there, you can join in. Reminder that you gotta be 13 and over to join. So if you want to share fan art, chat with CROTOONIAN fans, and get up to wacky hijinks, or chat with them and calls and stuff, then visit the MilanToon channel chat zone whenever you'd like. You can see history happen in action like we did last week with the whole strong bed stuff. Oh, you see yourself as a character designer person. Well, considering your artwork you've shown off in the server and also on Tumblr, like that's some really cool stuff. And yeah, it's like that Phoebe model looks so good. And thank you for subscribing, Matthew. Anyways, yes, Mr. Luke, back to animating, my gracious donator. And also channel member, too. If you want, I'm going to do my own quick little plug before we get back to work. If you guys want to help support the channel and also get wacky emojis like these, then become a channel member for just as low as $5 a month. Or as it's $5, I had to check. And you can get access to that and a couple of exclusive videos. And we're trying to get some stuff done exclusively for y'all in the channel member zone soon. It's just kind of getting things back in order. But anyways, back to funny train and in fact funny human animating. So I've loaded in a default thumb pose. So I'm just gonna correct this just a little bit.
By all means.
Yeah.
Humanists.
Someone's got a real funny bone today.
There are times whenever a meme or picture or even a saying gets mentioned, and sometimes a funny joke just pops into my head.
I'm gonna try and do a little head waggle like Bob sometimes does. Right now it looks like he's about to pick his nose, so I'm gonna fix that posing a little bit. See how that's looking? I sometimes forget that Bob has a very large head.
Well, thankfully, it's not because of a big ego.
Not like that Conrad the Contractor fella.
Oh, yeah. Kind of odd that was the only time we ever saw him.
Whoa, let's see what we got. HJ is now a subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, HJ. Please answer me. Make an episode about Lady in the Magic Engine, please. I'd love to, but we've got lots of things to do first. Milan, is Thomas enjoying his vacation in Pinewood Island so far? If so or not, can I say hi to him? You can always say hello to Thomas, and he's been worried for his friend Tabitha because she's broken down. But you know, he's gonna have a great time on Pinewood Island. I'm gonna try just doing this, and then Avenger, 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 penguins, join the fight. Bike up. Let me see. Still a little bit awkward. I think I've got to move his body a little bit. Have his body move over. Nope, connect to Vix.
Apparently, Jeffrey is asking, speaking of Conrad, will Ace, Thud, and Crinch, I think he means Crunch,
Yeah.
by in CROTOONIAN someday, too. I think he means be in CROTOONIAN someday, too.
I'm not sure. They are fun characters. I just don't know how I'd work them in. Like, it's not hard to make like a more classically well, I guess we could even do like, because we have 2-Ton kind of in his regular reboot design. A fitting timing, the Mega Machines song starts playing as this discussion happens. Just gotta fix the IK here. There we go.
I think, in my opinion, if we do ever fit those 3 into the series, maybe we can have them work in Cliffstone Mountain Quarry.
That's
it does
not a
seem
bad
to be
idea.
big enough to hold those 3.
I did have some OCs in mind for that area, but you know, a quarry isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
See how this is looking. Ooh, nice little side step there. See how this is looking. See how an hour by an hour of work's going. Hey, let's do this, feel the force. Let's do this, do this. Let's do this, feel the force. Which reminds me, I've got to finish that Ramblings on Mega Machines, that the director's cut of the thing I did for Whack It Big It Go, when I get a chance. A little too laid back here for Bob right now. Just in a little bit in a sec. Yeah, that's looking. Let's look at what we've animated so far, see if we need any adjustments before I continue further. So I'm going to repeat that for just a few, so chat can take a look. Chat, should Bob's animation have any adjustments, or is it looking okay so far? Loving some chip. And a bit of water. He's doing the sands pose. Sans Undertale! Oh, Steel Simcoe! Welcome! Sorry I didn't see that earlier, I was busy animating. Favorite location name for CROTOONIAN by any chance? Oh, there's been so many fun locations I've made over the years, I've lost track. I will say that the location that we're working on for our Cold Wheels, that being my brains. Right now, Denverville's been a very fun set to build so far. I also really like doing the town additions to Gardenia Bay that we put in for a couple of years ago for Skip the Tricks and a few other future projects we're working on, so... Bob and Peter looking great. Okay, so... Yeah, it looks like Bob's getting animated pretty well, so I'm going to keep the rest of his bit here simple, because we're going to be moving on from him. Gonna move all these back. Gonna give him a little bit of an arm wiggle here as he settles back into position. He's gonna swing back into place. Unstiffen him a little bit so he's not just... There we go. That's better. That's better. And I can't believe we're almost an hour in today. I can't tell if we've been more or less productive than we usually are with these, than we've been the last couple of streams.
Yeah, but it is amazing how much time is gone by already.
Oh, since you mentioned my Meet the CROTOONIAN short earlier, you may want to check your Discord DMs. Let me check, Jacob.
Oh, welcome back, Shane.
Hey.
Oh, welcome back, Shane. Oh, big news! Big news I can announce here exclusively on the stream, just before the first hour concludes. The short that Jacob and I have been brewing for his Meet the CROTOONIAN's executive produced short is complete script-wise. So when I'm done, so when I'm done working on that little bit, so once I've done this stuff here, and I've done a few things tonight at the Railroad Club, I'm gonna do some final checks to make sure we're all set to go. Anyways, back to Animating Bob, because we've got things to do for the next final hour. See how it's...
Hey, Ruben.
Yeah, Shane?
Should we tell Milan what we've been planning?
If you're suggesting what I think you are, I think it might be a good idea to wait for a little while. If you know what I mean.
Alright then.
Gotta give him a fun little wiggle. I'm not sure if it's really Bob the Buildery, but with the way the arms are and with the head forward, with the head leading stuff that I've remembered from Bob, let's see how this looks really quick. Partly because I want to get some basic looping motion done once Pete's out of the way, so I can get Bob done, and then move on to the other donated human character. Well, we got two of them, but we have more reason to continue. Okay, yeah, so Bob by this point could probably keep on a pretty standard loop, except for that tiny little, so it's pretty standard, pretty basic animation for the rest of this once we're done here. So, just to check chat, anything we should fix, any timing stuff we can adjust. Let's check again. Are there going to be some trucks in the episode? I'm not quite sure. Let's see. So, chat, what do we think? What are we thinking? We are officially an hour in since we have begun. At chat, do we need to fix anything animation-wise with this? Anything, Bob? No, not Grima. Oh, no! I'm sorry, a monkey show reference. It's so easy to jump in with that. It's so easy for me to jump in with that. Just doing a couple more loops of Bob just so the chat can see. This was the one Scooby-Doo song where he was singing and dancing with Cher. That was a weird TV movie. I think it's when he went to go Hollywood. I've never seen Scooby-Doo Goes to Hollywood, but I am a fan of Scooby-Doo. Let me see. So Chad, I must know. Does Bob look good? Can I move on? Are we good to go? Or, oh man, there's so many. No, Welsh coal, but the Welsh coal is bad. It's really, really bad. Young, no, monkey. The Welsh coal is very, very good. Okay, all right. I finally got the clearance. Bob is okay. I'm gonna give him some basic motion so he looks a bit lively for the camera shift, and then I can finally work on another one of the human characters. Yippee! This is the Gumby song that is currently playing now. It came out around the same time as The Nightmare Before Christmas, so it's all connected. Yahoo! Let's see how that looks. Now let's see how it looks all together, because I think after this, the first shot will be all done. Well, he's staring us at the end, so maybe I'll just a pinch more. Hello. Yeah, this is from the Gumby movie. What? No. People were not expecting me to do Senior Pillow impressions. I made waffles. Ah! Oh, I could do all day doing the fellow impressions, but I know Luke's gonna blow his safety valve if I don't get to work on this squirrel over here, so we better get to work. We better start working on Tabitha first, because we need Tabitha's all. She's got a safety valve boosted. We'll get some background animation done first, but once we get this out of the way. So, to those who donated for Tabitha and for our fun little shenanigans and mechanics here, what do you want Tabitha's motion to be like? Should she be wobbling about because her safety valve's busted? Should she be standing still and just working with the face? What do we want, my generous donators who helped get Tabitha into this? Quickly doing a reply for something in the PMs. Right, let's get back to, let's see. Right, let's see if Luke has a reply for... Oh! Well, that helps. I'd say have her wobbling slightly with a somewhat dizzy expression on her face. Alright, that I can do. That I can do. Alright, let's get to... I'm gonna do a... I'm gonna start with a quarterly Weeble Wobble. See if that's gonna be too fast or too slow. Yeah, it might be a little too fast. Is that another donation? My goodness! Let's see what we got.
Yes, it is.
Since Tipper Top Hat has made an MMD Hilda model, maybe she'll pop up in CROTOONIA. Probably not right now, though. You know, we'll wait and see. A few CROTOONIA team members are fans of Hilda, so who knows? We'll see what fate has in store. All right, so I think let's see how that Weeble Wobble looks. Let's try looping it really quick. Is that fast enough for the wobble, or should I slow it down a bit more, chat? Oh, we gotta quickly reply to him. I am going... Matty, do I have permission to share this? Take a look. Is the speed Tabitha's on for... Oh, let me play it again. Is this speed okay? Oops. Go back to here. Is this too slow or too fast for Tabitha's Weeble Wobble? Just seeing where to start off with today. Oh god, bring me back, Father. I'm sorry, Willie. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can bring you back. I am sorry for forsaking you, my OC child. Okay, it seems like this looks good. And LJ and Thomas, if you really want if you want Thomas to wear a sombrero, it's only $5. No, don't need to pressure yourself, but I'm just putting that out there. Wahoo! Yep, that should be pretty well enough. Let's get to 900. So now that we got her motion in, we can repeat. I can repeat. Yippee! There we go. Well, making sure. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna fix this, so... There we go. Now she's gonna weeble wobble. Because she's a little dizzy.
I'm gonna be right back again.
I'm also going to show, before I continue, I'm going to show a very beautiful sight that I've been sent by Matthew Harris, my good friend. Here it comes. The world must see. Here it comes. Prepare yourselves, chat. Do-do-do-do-do. Behold, Sir Alan Featherington me. It's beautiful. Look at this beautiful boy. The duck is real. He's here. He's in... Oh, I gotta show the other side, too. He's in beautiful 3 dimensions. And yes, shocking truth, everyone, he's had hair the whole time. If you've never noticed it before, you will now. It's beautiful.
This kind of look a little bit funny. In fact, his appearance quacks me up.
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Let's see. It syncs up with the music. Alright, let's get animating Tabitha. Animating Tabitha. Let's get, first and foremost, a dizzy impression. A dizzy face. I have not been busy all Easter weekend. What are you talking about? My brain is in full capacity. I am not recovering from a food hangover. A little too close. Too close. A little too close. I have a funny idea that I've done for one project recently that I'm gonna redo again. I'm gonna do again. Hee hee hee. Ho ho ho. Hee hee ho ho. And a little tee hee as well. Oh, where did I put it? Oh no! No! Oh no! No! Did not want that! Did not want that! No! Oh no! Oh, do not want a copyright claim on this stream. Oh no! I'm trying to stay focused on animating Luke, rest assured, but I just nearly risked a copyright claim by Uncle Warner Brothers musical group. They're going to go, "You used the train theme!" Oh, that was a jump scare and a half for myself. Sorry, Alma chat. Oh boy. Right. I think we've cleared it. We are A-okay again. Let's get back to work. Back to funny. There we go. We're all groovy again. I have an idea for this that I'm going to... saving you for later. Whoops. Forgot to do it. Go, let's see how this is going to look in motion. Now I can copy and paste this beautiful motion over and over. And we'll see when we need to. I'll keep you for here for now. At least till I need to do the thing. I was worried about I thought it was a PC fan for a second. I was like, oh no, it's just the stuff from the Funny Boat Mighty Machines episode. There we go, that should be a good little loop. Gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Who's that barking? Oh, it's just another dog out for a boat ride. I know quite a few things about Mighty Machines. Can you not tell? Okay, so we got... Yep, so it's going to be all in quarters. And so the next one is going to be about... And then we're going to go back here. Because the thing about Tabitha, she's really dizzy, so we don't need to worry about the eye direction as much as we did with Bob and stuff, so, because she's going to be... See, there we go, nice and weebly wobble. Look, there we go, some nice weeble wobble dizziness. With some really simple keyframes, too. It's a good lesson here, because even the simple, like, this is why it's always good to use bones in tandem, because you can make the simplest smooth animation just by timing everything right. Moonbug Mattel will copyright the stream. Nah, they're not the ones you gotta worry about. It's Warner Brothers Music Group. I think with Tabitha pretty well moved. I don't think we really need to animate too much more Tabitha. Do you think, chat? Because I think this would be pretty well solid motion for her. And it continues on to the next thing. I also forgot to get James moving in the last stream, so I'm gonna have him nudge up ever so slightly. I know it was supposed to be based on the mountain adventure bit, but just so there's just a tiny bit of motion. You see? Whee! Alright, so next up I think we're gonna animate Sora and Marty Motobug. I realize I've got a key part of Marty's little thing. You can't have Marty Motobug without his iconic little... Nope, that's the weasel. That's the wrong prop. I have bamboozled you. I pulled out the wrong iconic prop. Now here's the iconic prop. It's not Marty Motobug, but his iconic conductor's cap. Because he's not merely a bednik, he's a good nick. Are you a good nick or a bednik? I want a sandwich, get out of my way. This is a joke for the 3 John Pinette fans in the chat. So, let's see where the gang shows up here. How visible they're going to be. I think we're going to take a bit from Luke's suggestion. We're going to start off by having Sora and Marty waving off Thomas, so... One thing with Marty is you can kind of just do stuff like... Whoop! I'm gonna have the wave start kind of just like with Bob. We're gonna have the wave start pretty well when the characters are in motion. So we're gonna have to start them at about 65 frames, because after that is when we start seeing Marty. Whoop, that's his little exhaust stick. Exhaust stick at the back. And also with Marty and the other robots, you don't have to animate them like the smoothest, or like the most detailed. So just kind of like working with big old servos, just animate them like puppets. So we can do let me show. Let's do a little wait. So it'll be a good, actually very good basis for animation riff for other people too, because you're gonna have Marty waving, Sora waving, so you can animate, between a robot and a human. I'm gonna take a couple of these frames, because we're gonna use this for Sora as well, but you'll see what we're gonna do a little bit differently. So the thing with robots like Marty here is you can't push him back further than this area, because you can't push it back here, Because, I mean, you could technically, but you want to keep that little bit of rigidness. This whole thing with the robots is they can only go so far. They're only so flexible. So we're going to see... I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Like, let's see how the two speeds look. This is another good lesson to learn. Timing. See how, if it looks better faster in motion. Let's add a couple of these just to see how it looks. And we'll go from there. Yeah, that one works. And then we're going to have a little bit of motion to give some momentum. I'm going to animate it here, because... Oh wait, wrong place we're going to animate, so we can do it like... Or just, woo! Be like... So we're going to do a really cool thing here. Watch this. Wow, he's got weight distribution and momentum. See how that looks in motion. And just that little bit. Because we're gonna have him settle back into that pose right here. I'm gonna copy that and paste it to here. And then we're gonna have to go back to where we were looking at before. Go. Any questions in the chat, Ruben?
Well, it seems like there's one that keeps popping up every 5 minutes from Jeffrey Stoddart. Hope I said that right. 3503 for Humalon. I know you're not an anime person, as you just said, but personally, I would love to see Deku Urik Ketchum, Pikachu, Astro Boy, and the Sailor Scouts in CROTOONIAN.
I will say, first and foremost, if it's character requests, please withhold those from the stream because we've kind of made that a bit firm before. We don't mind them, but just like that's not going to be questions we're going to be answering, and so I just kind of like end it mostly down to the case of I don't know what I do with some of these characters, so because I can't do anything because for a lot of them I can't do anything like oh yes I know exactly what to do with Pikachu because the truth is I do not know.
Well, personally, I'd say maybe have them as cameos at the station every once in a while.
I know there's that, but it's kind of like...
I'm not entirely sure if these characters are even going to make it into there. Because some characters do fit, and some, you can't even make heads or tails of what you're going to do with them.
That's the big thing, and again, I'm not the... And it's like, yeah, we can put them in the cameos and stuff, but it's like integrated into the world is the biggest thing. Because I don't want to just have like sometimes it's fun to have like a cameo, but I don't want every character to be like, okay, here's something because it's because I like that character. I want to try and make it work a little bit into the world. Whoa! Ooh! Ooh! Fun little bit I just did here. Look at this. Oh, a little bit of emotion. A little bit of momentum and motion. I gotta add a little bit of that to the settle here. This is very fun. I love making cartoons move. Look at him go! It's something that only a bit of the audience is gonna get to see, but look at him go! Look at him do his little wave! I feel like I am a very mature animator. I'm giggling at the silly robot doing the motion.
Really? I thought he was doing the robot.
Oh! Oh, the puns! The puns! Right, let's get these robot arms down. And then we'll animate him in a bit. Because next we're going to animate Sora doing a wave. Oh! Cyber GT is now a subscriber. Thank you! When are the new DVDs coming? Hopefully soon. I'm going to try and have them done for the start of summer if everything works out. Let me see. So next we're going to animate Sora. I do not know anything about this character or the personality, but I'm going to kind of give them. So I'm going to give them a bit of standard motion. I'm sorry to all of the fans of the Precure. I think that's the show that's from. I'm sorry if I'm going to disappoint a few of you, but let's see if I can do the best I can. Maybe she's a workshop apprentice and she's got a summer internship on Pinewood Island, helping to fix the roller coasters and the locomotives.
That's a good purpose for her.
I don't know if it's like the most in character, but it's something I can do on the spot. Gonna give it a little bit, kind of play with the human aspect. Instead of bouncing on one wheel, we're gonna have her kind of. Oh, this might look a little awkward. Let's try again.
Looks like Andrew-U6Y4H has a question that goes by, are you guys gonna make a new music video for the channel?
I've got a few in the works. All I gotta say is wait and see. Gonna do the standard anime thing. I'm gonna do the where's the smile blink? I'm not gonna go extreme. I'm not gonna bring this out. That's a little extreme. Ah, here we go. The smile. Ah, this is gonna be another tricky one because whoever rigged this model did not put in the things for the right arm, unless, or the right forearm. Whoops. So we have to fix this eventually, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Also, I realize I'll have to also move her because she's clipping through Tabitha right now. There we go. There will not be any Tabitha clipping now. Yippee. I've also realized I've terribly screwed up the motion here. I have to redo that really quick. See how the arm is looking right now. Because it should be... Okay, yep, we have the placement slightly ajar. Let's see. That's better.
Better. Yep, about half an hour left to go.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully we'll get these two, or at least a chunk of these two animated before we go. Gotta make sure Mr. Luke, our generous donator, gets his wish. Take these, and I'm gonna see. See how this looks. Because the other thing too we're gonna have to fix is right now they are currently animated the same. So we're gonna take this, move it back a bit. Take this. I was gonna animate her going a little bit faster.
Not too fast, though. You don't want her to be flying off into the air.
Fair point, fair point. Let me see if I can get these in. Whoops! And that's why it's good to have, if you're rigging a model, you got all of your bones in the selection thing, because wacky things like that'll happen. Some of these comments are making me chuckle. It's raining tacos. Ah! Sora's personality. She is athletic, does her best no matter the obstacles she faces. Polite, kind-hearted, honest, and somewhat socially awkward. Okay, so we'll give her a little bit of a goofy wave, so a bit of a faster wave isn't actually too bad of a move. I'm going to take these away, move them over for now. And use the handy-dandy. Let me make sure we don't have any other frames at the moment. Yep, so we're going to take a little trick. If you don't have, like, if you get it right, you can use the all-frame option for here. See how this looks. So normally I do what I like to do what I did with Marty Motobug. I'd like to do a keyframe, kind of like each keyframe kind of apart, but with... I mean, I could still do it once this is... Oh! Ooh, fun little character thing I just got here! So, Marty's going back to work, but then she's still waving, so what if we have like a little... Then snap off from this pose to... See, is there a... Don't want the kit. No. Let's see. Where's the one I'm looking for? I want a tiny O, but it appears this model does not have a tiny O I can work with. Oh no, that's terrifying! Oh wait! Oh! Look at that! We have that one funny expression. Ah, oh good grief. And that's also why it's important to keyframe your stuff. So you don't have horrifying glitches like that happen. I think I'll also have to fix the motion with the shoulder arm, because it's looking like she's dislocating it right now. I'm going to try and push that back a little bit. That's better. That's better. Actually, it might even work. Let's try and put it down a little bit more. Ooh, here we go. Ah, look at that. We're cooking. We're cooking. I will say the hands, if they've been rigged properly, we can have that. Have a little bit of the offset motion that we were doing with Marty. I'll get this all in. Ah, okay. So now this is going to be a slightly tricky bit. I'm going to quickly... We have to do this all manually. Sorry, folks. This is going to be... if you got any questions, fire them away. Ruben will send them my way as soon as he can. It's going to take a little bit.
Keeping an eye on the chat, so whatever questions you have for Milan or even me, just throw them our way and I'll catch them when I can.
I'm going to copy these frames onto here. Now to get them into the in-betweens. I will say it is a nice bit of a change of pace. As fun as the last few streams are, it's kind of nice doing a bit of a nice, calming, relaxing stream this go-around.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it.
There we go. Let's see how they all look. Ah! Something has a jar. Or is that just the outline? There we go. See how this is all looking. See. I'm gonna try and do a bit of fun body motion. I believe this is what we call in animation secondary motion, so just like a little extra bounce just so she looks a little bit more lively. See how this looks. Needs to be just a pinch exaggerated. The thing with animating is it's very much like cooking. It's kind of like you throw in a little bit more spices, you throw a little bit of seasoning. Just throw a little bit of everything in until you get it just right.
And this is MMD, or Miku Miku Dance, for those of you who don't know what kind of software this animation is.
Let's see how it's looking from the distance. Yay. Also, for those who are spamming questions, please do not spam questions. Let everybody have some room to talk.
Yeah.
Yay. Alright, let's see how we're looking here. Looks like Sora is animated pretty solidly for this bit, so it's going to show in the distance again, then we'll show it up close again for those of you in the audience waiting to see. And then we'll have her, we'll start doing stuff where she's examining Tabitha in the next shot.
Looks like there's a question about a music video for the channel. Something about gonna make James from Thomas and Friends music video for the channel.
I do not know. I guess maybe time will tell. Is there going to be a part 4 live stream? Yes, there will be. There will be a
Yes,
part 4.
indeed.
We'll see if it's going to be tomorrow, or it's going to be I mean, maybe tomorrow, because I might. It'll have to be a little bit earlier though, because I got family coming over tomorrow, so it'll probably be about noon to 3 tomorrow if we are doing it tomorrow. If not, I'll probably do it sometime later in the week because I'm working Thursday and Friday.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So let's see. So now we can bring up that exaggerated blink because she's gonna go.
Looks like Mali92, my apologies if I read that wrong,
Ooh.
is asking, can we get an episode with Lightning McQueen?
You'll have to see someday.
Indeed. I mean,
Once
we've already got the Dusty Crop Hopper in for a few little bits here and there, and we do actually have a cameo of Mater in one of our earlier episodes.
Actually, I've snuck in a few Mater cameos over the years, so that's something for you eagle-eyed viewers to go look for.
Oh,
What?
yeah, there was more than one. I was just thinking of one of the earlier ones, but then I remember in one of the more newer ones, he also made a cameo in that one. So, anything's possible.
I think I was about to snap the poor lady's neck there. Better fix that motion really quick. There, look around up for a sec.
Looks like Thomas Stop Motion 11 is asking, why did you add Tails in that one episode? I think he's referring to,
Safety first?
yeah, that's the word. I mean, that's the title.
Because the script called for a mechanic, I figured how I can write in Tails because he runs a plane and he could be a mechanic. So he's like a junior mechanic at the airfield, so...
Yeah, he is a brilliant engineer for someone so young.
One more blink. And then...
Looks like Edward Fan 400, or actually 4008 CPW is asking, what is your favorite CROTOONIAN episode?
that's tough. Again, I can't really pick favorites because I like a lot of them. Like, Tilly to the Rescue was so formative for a lot of the full-length episodes, and then... In terms of the Meet CROTOONIAN shorts, Casey Jr. was like I think the one where we finally started cracking like the direction and visual style for the series leading up to the full episodes. And then the reboot, every episode's just been feeling like a fun new experience. It's hard for me to pick favorites. Like, I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah, it just seems like every one that comes out is a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is hard to pick just one.
Yeah. Also, I got a thing for the end of the stream that my friend at Trackside has just sent me. I'm gonna quickly... So I gotta hurry this up because we got 15 minutes left.
Yes, indeed.
This definitely looks a lot better for the blinking motion. Let's see how this looks. Have it stop there. And then arms. Gonna register all that. Get all the fingers.
Looks like EJ and Thomas, my apologies if I read that wrong, is asking you, Milan,
Mm-hmm.
can you make a Meet the CROTOONIAN shorts of Percy? I mean, you made one for Thomas.
So, funny you say. We've already done one with Percy. It is a little short called Dusty vs. Percy. If you would like to go check that out, it is available to watch on YouTube. And check out some of the other shorts that we've done.
You know, I kind of feel like Dusty versus Percy might have been a kind of like a kill two birds with one stone kind of deal.
It
Since
was.
It shows both two main characters going at it with one another.
It was a very fun short. Tipper Top Tat did a beautiful job with directing and co-writing.
Oh, and my buddy Shane, who does the voice of Dusty, was spectacular.
Lots of great talent on that short, I can tell you that for free. Whoops. You know that? Let's see. So we're gonna have it down. Oh, great. There we go. Let's see. Gonna have it go down a bit.
Looks
and then...
like Tank Engine Media is asking, how would the Sonic universe work in Crotoonia? That's kind of an interesting question.
I'll be honest, with a lot of the Crotoonia lore, it ranges from, okay, I've got a bit of a history and a bit of a plan, to Mystery Science Theater 3000 logic. Just repeat to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax for Mystery Science Theater 3000. See, back to animate her, because the tricky bit, we have a tricky bit to do before we're done today. I gotta figure out how to make her spin. Because walking and making a character spinning in place are the two trickiest things.
Looks like Edward Fan 4008-CPW is asking, who is your favorite original character you have made?
Again, I can't pick favorites. It's too hard. Because I really like Livy, I like Phoebe, I like Ralph, I like Rashera, Grace, and Scott. So many great characters we've developed. And it's like picking a favorite child. I think that's a lot of what the favorites troubles I have is. I can't pick favorites. They're all my babies. Oh, here's a good question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
I definitely know what you mean by that.
How'd you make Crotoonia without getting copyright infringement? I want to make my own parody special, but I don't know how to do so appropriately. I don't be very silly, and I also know connections on the inside of. Well, not really like connections, but like, you know, I did free work for Mattel for a while on Tom's Creator Collective, and I have not gotten into trouble once. So just don't be silly. That's the best advice I can give. So let's see how we're gonna get her to spin in place. Because then we can work on the rest of the secondary motion. Because I don't want to just like, what? She's not going to just be like a turntable. Let me see. A person in place. I'm going to do another fun bit, a bit of advice, especially if you're in 3D. Another good way of making characters, figuring out how to do stuff, is just... Oh yeah, 10 minutes left. Oh boy, I gotta really show you. So a good way of, like... Okay, so I'm right now. I'm getting up on my floor. I'm looking at my feet. I've got the position that the character's starting in, and I'm realizing it's actually quite a bit easier than I expected. So the biggest thing is just keeping her left foot planted. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 90-degree spin, and then she's gonna walk into place to where the spinning bit is going to be. So what we want to do is for the spin, I'm gonna make sure. Better yet, this might be a better instead of using our master bone, we're gonna do the tougher work because it's actually the tougher bit's gonna be actually the easiest way of pulling this off. We're gonna do 90 degrees. Oh, not break the legs that way. And now we're gonna go. Her shoe is gonna go the other 90 degrees.
Hey, Coulson.
Hey, Coles, welcome back. You're just in time for the last 9 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so now that we got that in place. So.
Looks like there's another question to you, Milan. If you made Crotoonia toys, would you feature Thomas?
Absolutely not. And the answer to that's very simple. Thomas would be an instant no. That's an area of copyright trouble I do not want to end myself up in.
And speaking of that subject, we did originally have a toy line lined up that was similar to Wooden Railway, but what exactly happened to that?
Oh, this is a good one to talk about while I'm animating this bit to wrap things up. Because, oh boy, so years ago, actually a decade ago almost, back in 2017, I tried, like back when 3D printing was a brand new concept, I tried designing, partly using some of the show models, a Crotoonia toy line. And basically the long and short of it was, 1, this is back when 3D printing wasn't quite refined yet. 2, they were not very well designed. 3, they were... I was not made so much for the toy business, sadly. Because the one prototype that we had that came out kind of okay, it was a Tilly model. I have a picture of it deep in the archive somewhere. I can't pull it up because I gotta finish up here. But we did a train show promoting this stuff, like both Crotoonia and the potential toy line. And one wrong switch and a Trackmaster engine said bye-bye to those plans because that poor model got completely smashed up. So, yeah. So I'd love to eventually try doing merch again, but it ain't just possible at the moment. Just gonna quickly fix this, because... I'm gonna have to put some smoothers onto this. So I guess if this is it, so we got 7 minutes left, so if anyone's got any questions, now is the time.
Yep, because once the stream comes to a close, whatever questions you have up are just going to have to wait until next time, or you can ask them in the comments, I guess, as long as they're reasonable questions.
Mm-hmm.
Not ones that put you on the spot.
Oh, close! There's a comment for you. Someone in the chat said, "Hey, Coulson, I watched Thomas Ready to Play Adventures episodes and enjoyed it." Oh, Coulson, did you hear it? Coulson, hello?
Yeah.
Someone left you a comment in the chat. They said, "Hey, Coulson, I watched Thomas Ready to Play Adventures episodes and I really enjoyed it."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was from SCAX866. Ooh, 5 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for the comment.
Glad he enjoyed it. More is coming.
Mm-hmm. Lots of fun stuff to reveal soon once we filmed a few more things.
Yes. Can't wait to reveal more.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
You
so
certainly make some good content. I know that.
Thanks. Yeah.
I think we need to take out a couple of these in-betweens. Let's see what happens if I take out this one here. Ooh, I kind of like this one a little bit more. I kind of like it without the extra frame. It actually looks a lot smoother. I'll take out if I just like put a little tiny wheel there.
Looks
It
like
looks better.
looks like JF 2002-03U is actually bringing up a suggestion, I guess, because it's not really a question, for Milan to add Vinny or Class 40 or D261 to the shorts or episode. I'm not really sure about Vinny because his model is yet to be built. But about Class 40 or D261? I don't know. What do you suggest, Milan?
All I'm gonna say is wait and see. That's the most I can say right now. Alright, so let me just make sure everything's all good with this. Animate her. We can do a quick bit of finish. We have 3 minutes left, so I think we'll have to finish up her next time, potentially. I'll just quickly put this in. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit of character animation really quick. I'll figure out the facial stuff next time, so I think let's go take a look at all of our progress. We've now gotten up to, we've pretty well taken care of everything for the first shot. So for part 4, which will continue either tomorrow or later in the week. There we go, we got 2 humans animated today, or started the animation for them.
Do you think we might have enough time for maybe one more question?
Mm-hmm.
Keldo Studios 149 is asking, which character do you want to add, but one reason or another can't, either from no story ideas, lack of models, representation, and so on?
Okay, that's a tough one, because the biggest thing with that is with a lot of those characters, like there's characters, it's like, in my case, I've gotten kind of most of the ones I want to introduce. It's mostly just kind of, but it's also because I don't want to say anything because there's characters that may show up in future. That's the most I'm gonna leave y'all, because I don't want to go.
No spoilers.
Yeah. And one more thing, before I share the last thing I'll be sharing. I'm trying to introduce my AU series to my audience. Best thing for you, Galaxy Kitty, is share it as many spaces as you can, and just kind of get it out there. One way or another, you'll find a way to make it work, and you'll find your audience eventually. Just put it out there, let it come naturally. And before we go, one more thing from Trackside Maniac to share. The Phoebe model got completed that he was working on. And what a good note to end on, because with that, it is, oh no, Stu! Oh, well, Stu, good to see you, Stu, but I'm afraid this is where we're wrapping up for the day. But we've had a lovely time with all of our usual chat friends and with all of you guys. We had a pretty good stream, a couple of nice good donos, nice relaxing time, not anywhere near as chaotic as the previous times. And we've got more to come potentially. If as a heads up, if it ends up being tomorrow, we are going to start at an earlier time at noon. So that's gonna be. So if you're on lunch break, that's where we're gonna be starting. Or if we start later in the week, I will let you guys know. We might even look into doing an evening stream, even maybe like an 8 o'clock stream or something. See how that goes. So,
And we might have more people joining us then.
ooh, good point there. Until then, thank you everybody who's joined and who has submitted fan art. We'll let y'all know ASAP when the next stream will be, and we will see you all next time. Bye bye.